That was the greatest thing in the world. Nigga said, I'm a hobosexual. I fuck for a place to live. It's like, He said, nigga was like, I was going to be homeless unless I slung this dick. So I slung dick.
There you go.
There it is. Hobosexuality is real. We've all had a moment of being a homosexual. It's okay. We running.
Big ass
Titties, big ass titties.
necessary.
We got to get right to the shits because it's been nigga, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Don't speak on 350s, bro.
Don't speak on my 350s, bro.
Saint stage
Don't
to the
speak
right.
on my 350s, bro. That's on Donda.
On Donda.
On Donda.
On Donda. You gotta, because he did that.
I don't know what you breathing hard, Shard. Like, don't speak on my 350s, bro.
I feel like people said on Twitter that on Donda had retired was greater than on God.
Oh God. On Donda.
Let a nigga pull up on you and like, that's on Donda, dog. I'm scared of him. I don't want any.
For those who don't know, for those who's been living under a rock in a really white neighborhood, Kanye is melting down again.
Kanye live in a really white neighborhood.
But you live under a rock in a really white neighborhood. It's just Kanye's having a meltdown of catastrophic proportion. He's on like a 60 tweet a day average, going at Aubrey Graham because he fucked my wife, but he ain't the thug that he say he is.
Yo. Wait.
That shit. What happened?
Davison tweeted like, "Bravo, Kanye West for standing up for yourself."
Because he went at Ariana. Pete Davis got that off because Kanye went at Ariana. That's it.
I think Pete had a moment today also that had to do with mental health issues.
No one should.
He been having those moments, but see,
can you speak out against mental health? Like, fuck you, mental health.
I think we could speak out of niggas pump fake. He threatened mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, I think niggas say fuck cancer, right?
I guess.
Niggas say fuck cancer. I guess you can go at mental
That's
health.
cool. Did he go? I don't know. I just feel like Kanye uses mental health to be like, I said some wild shit. What's that shit people were saying? Like, he's weaponizing mental health.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm not gonna get that like I don't know, Tumblr-y in how I say things, but
Yeah.
I think sometimes like I'm finna do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm crazy, so don't.
I think a lot of people felt like he said something.
I'm about to empty the cash register.
Yeah,
like you can't do it.
I think a lot of people felt like he said something towards like regarding Kanye because Ariana said something towards Kanye, and then Pete kind of just like piggybacked off of it because.
Oh, is he mad because she left him?
Not because she left him. I think Pete is upset at like timing because Mac dies or they break up or Mac dies, like whatever order that goes in. She goes into this like, oh, I always loved Malcolm thing. And people kind of like put it on Pete Davis like they were supposed to be together and Mac died because he didn't have Ariana and Ariana was not there because of you. And
that's whack.
Yeah.
People literally just come up with their
and instead of her being like, nah, I was dating who I wanted to date, she was like, come on, guys, we can't be mean. Pete, I care about Pete.
Nigga, that's whack.
People come up with their own like conclusions to these people's relationships. Mac literally wished her like well for them getting married like before he passed. I'm just like, where are you guys getting this from?
You make it up. You put it because you love that couple. Like people love Malcolm and Ariana. Like
them niggas regular people, bro. Y'all niggas wild. They not even like that's. Not, I mean, no disrespect. Like
Pete Davidson should have just tweeted like, "Don't speak on 350s, bro.
Don't speak on 350s, bro. Like,
don't speak on 350s, bro."
That's the y'all can't wait to say don't speak on 350s, bro. Like, that's the move. Don't speak on 350s.
All right, so here we go.
Oh, shit.
We just really jumped into this, but let's do a quick timeline of it because I'm confused.
Okay, well.
Because I missed a step.
Why the fuck you talking to me? Because I'm the worst of the two of us.
No, this is where I'm confused at. So everybody who's not seen Drake, before we explain Sicko Mode verse in depth, we have to remember Mob Ties 8 out of 10. Scorpion's rap album was basically going at Kanye. But Sicko Mode comes around and he goes, I 767, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, hey, made her right, hey, hit the lights, pay the price. Kanye lives down the street, around the corner, Calabasas, so he's crept down the block, made her right, hit the lights, pay the price. That's where the you're threatening my family thing comes from.
Drake can fuck my wife, but don't speak on 350s.
No, he said Drake fuck my wife, but he's not the thug he claims to be. And I mean, in reality, hold on, real quick. Let's just do it on a real nigga scale, real nigga moment. If a nigga did so happen to fuck your wife, but thought he could threaten your family, if in reality, like, it was some real shit that was happening like that, like how he's trying to paint it, then it's understandable why you're upset. Like, I understand you and her had something, bro, but that don't give you free reign to just be like, you crept down the block, made it right. That in real nigga time. Now, if we talking about Drake and Kanye West, now if we talking about that, bro, he's not gonna write any more songs for you. You're not gonna do any more beats for him. Let's go our separate ways. You need to be sat 4 rows away from each other at the Grammys. That's as far as this goes.
Yeah.
You don't clear none of your songs for him. He don't never write for you. You don't never produce for him. Unfollow each other.
Y'all still gonna be wild multimillionaires.
He works for Nike. You work for Adidas. In reality,
do we still come drop it off on Kim when like Kanye out of town from time to time?
I work at Subway.
All right,
I don't know.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not. I don't feel like that's really happening.
I
feel like that was.
Chris, how's the family?
Yeah. See, that was some shit that tripped me out too. Like, for everybody who didn't read all Kanye West's tweets, you spent your time, whatever else you was doing other than reading Kanye West's tweets, you spent your time better doing that.
Dead ass.
One of his tweets was, of course, in the No Stylist song with Drake and French Montana, he tells people, told her don't wear no 350s around me. That's the line Kanye keeps going, don't ever speak on 350s. You took money out of, you're trying to take money out of your idols' kids' mouths, blah, 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 blah. I forgot my whole point of this, but this nigga just going away. Oh, the Chris thing. I didn't meet Chris through you, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't meet her. I didn't befriend her. I fucked her daughters way before I knew you. So I think that's a completely fair thing.
I don't know.
And even with all this, like, in the past couple years that Kanye and Drake, before it was a public thing, Drake was at Chris's like Christmas parties and shit. Like it's pictures where in the photo booths from last year Christmas party where all of them together and shit.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know.
If Drake was trying to, not Drake. If Kanye was trying to make it seem like he was being petty by not speaking to him about what they went through, but reaching out to Chris still.
I don't understand. My thing is like, I don't know. That's just like a regular man's opinion, but
why get some room for that in here?
Why are you so pressed, bro? Like, and I'm not putting this on that mental health bullshit. Like, why are you so pressed about what this man over here doing? Like,
it's like some movie shit, bro. It's like when the nigga who got more money and is more successful moves in around the corner, and it's
Kanye's
like,
out here literally on
do
a
the
daily
same
basis,
shit.
Can live a life that like majority of us will never even touch or dream of. Like, you can just get up and do that. I'm not being fucking. I don't give a shit what Drake does.
But we can't pick and choose what we obsess about. That's like me. That's like how you and I go back and forth about all my perfectionist ways. You be like, nigga, just put the shit out. Like, we go through that about mad shit, but that's still my way and my tendency. We still have the same conversation about mad shit.
I get it. Like, I get like.
So some people's ways are just their ways. Some people are just that competitive nature.
Like part of your character, yes, and like that's a valid character trait that you have that I have. Whatever. The shit Kanye does, bro, is like, and I'm not just contributing this to like people like, oh, it's mental health. Like, get help then. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you just use that as a crutch to be a complete fucking abscess upon society. Like, and I'm really, really like miss the Kanye like that I grew up on.
Can we keep it in perspective?
Yes, we can.
What Kanye really doing to society?
Oh,
like let's keep this shit on a scale. This nigga saying shit we don't like.
Oh yeah.
Like we gotta start
doing this as like I cut my phone off.
Like Tiff, who was we talking to that was like people gotta start removing their feelings from shit. Like your feelings are not a part of whether it's truth or not. Like we don't like what Kanye's saying, but in reality, Kanye not fucking up nothing in society.
Oh no, nigga, we focus on Kanye. So I don't.
Kanye one more nigga wearing a red hat.
Bro, speaking to that, like, yeah, nigga, I focus on Kanye, so I don't gotta completely stress and like have an anxiety attack about the fact that this orange haired nigga finna blow my whole fucking planet apart because you want to build a stupid fucking wall and be racist and shit. So yeah, like I'm gonna just
Yeah, like in reality, this
yeah,
nigga's
like,
doing way bigger
I
shit to
stress on Kanye
society.
because I know Kanye don't matter. Like
Yeah.
meanwhile, like the actual like commander in chief had a hissy fit, and I'm gonna shut the government down, fucker.
Yeah, and that's my whole point is that in reality, when people's like, yo, Kanye fucking up and doing this, Kanye's not. Kanye one. It's like Snoop said, niggas got shit to do.
I feel like people aren't pressed about even what he's saying so far on Twitter about him spazzing. A lot of people just still are just basically tossed him away because of his support for Trump. Just a lot of people are really unforgiving about that.
But why though? Why? But it's just another person who just supports Trump. Like we cancel him, or you put him in the place that you put people that support Trump, that you have pre-existing relationships with. Again, me and Tiff were talking about this at the house, and she asked me, she was like, "Would you go to like dinner with a Trump supporter?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, she made a valid point. She was like, "I would go with one I have an existing relationship with. I wouldn't establish a new relationship with a Trump supporter." For me, Kanye is somebody we have an established relationship with. Whatever rapport you feel like you have with him as a fan, I feel like that's a pre-existing relationship. You place him, you need to just we have to come to a point where, for me, when this Donald Trump shit came up, like it was kind of like it was a new basically realm of like, how do you handle this? This was my first, like, my introduction to politics is Barack Obama. So it's like my politics were in alignment with a good space and people and things, and just the political sphere at the time wasn't as controversial. When Trump came about, like I prepared myself for like another branch of racism, basically, and understanding that Trump supporters were going to have to be dealt with in a very like, I don't want to say like a tenderness or no shit like that. Like I have to keep.
You're just gonna have to deal with open racism.
No, see, and that's the thing for me is that I'm the type of person that you have to do something more than once to be labeled as something to me. So you can't just have like an ignorance or like a prejudice, and I'd be like, that person's just a racist. That's my whole thing. Like that's my thing on both. You cannot display one singular thing or say one singular thing, and I'd be like, that person's a racist. To me, there's a more than one thing that takes that trait to have that label or to be put category. No. Understand that there's like, you can't hang nobody or no shit like that. You can't be firing black people at work.
No.
You can't
I'm just
like
saying, like when you talked about like some situations, like where you'll be at work and somebody might say something that is like completely bathed in like just complete ability to disregard my culture. I don't know. I'm like, I might not say that you're like hanging there. Like the other day when you were like, why do they have like HBCUs still?
yes.
That right there, that might be my first instance of, that's my first interaction with you, I might not be like, I'm not really like, I might not go, man, that's a whole, white sheet wearing racist, but I'm putting you in a place, this is where your mindset is, because you just completely disregard the fact of like why, like nigga said, why do they have those? You serious? So we got to do a whole history lesson. So that's your one thing. Like you said, he doesn't have to do multiple things. In that one statement, you've told me a lot about you.
But also, like, to keep that conversation in context, that was also a conversation where that same person was trying to like extend like a partnership in business with me on something, in the same token of just like not understanding. So his verbiage and his like knowledge of something wasn't there, but his actions did not reflect that of someone who was truly not acknowledge, or like, you understand what I'm saying? Like it was more ignorance than it was ignorance in the sense of truly being unknowing, because even after I started to tell him, he was really interested in it, and he was like bewildered of like, how did I never know about this? Like he wasn't comfortable in not knowing. Yeah. So that was my thing. Like he wasn't comfortable in not knowing. He was shocked. His world, like his mind was blown, and like, how the fuck could I not know what? Like, huh? How did I miss that?
Well, in that example, like I feel like looking at it from like that standpoint, I feel like if he's the way he said it, I feel like in his mind it was more so like he may look at them instead of looking at how we look at it. Like we love HBCUs and like their representation of our culture. I feel like white people might look at it like segregation is dead. Like why do you also have those? You know what I mean? Like, not in an offensive way, but like,
yeah.
Like why can't we all just go to PWIs? And it's like those not knowing that HBCUs have a different kind of value.
No, yeah, and but even I
see,
explained to him, even with that, HBCUs culture are just, I mean, HBCUs campuses are just like black culture. They're all inclusive because black, that is us as a people. Like, it was white people that went to my college. I had to explain that to him. It's not some like, it's not a black private, like, it's not that. So like, I had to explain that as well. But like, that's my thing, is that with that, I still couldn't label him. I just could label him a dumb, like, an ignorant white person, like somebody who is ignorant to, and ignorant truly in the truest sense, not like in the slang, like ignorance and like truly unknowing. It rubs you the wrong way, and it's. But that's me. That's me having to But that's the same thing I just literally said, where I have to remove my feelings to be able to really get to what just happened.
That ties into like the most recent episode of Jada's Red Table Talk. She was basically talking to that particular episode. Ellen Pompeo, who is Meredith from Grey's Anatomy, white lady or whatever. She's married to a black husband, has black kids. She's very pro black, and
she tries.
Considered an ally. Tries to be an ally for black people. And they were basically talking about why there's this disconnect between particularly white women and black women, but black people and white people, period. And then they did like a live chat afterwards where Jada was talking to her mom and like a black psychologist. And she was basically saying her mom was basically irritated with white people, saying like she gets tired of basically what you're saying, TJ. And the way that I feel sometimes too, like I'm tired of the you don't know, you don't understand. What can I do to help? You can do all the same shit we've been telling you to do.
Yeah, because that's my thing, and I don't be wanting to sound like I'm just jumping on them, but it's like, bro, like you can easily find this shit out. It's a quick Google search. You sit on at your desk for 30 minutes, you got it.
No, walk the fuck outside.
Jada made a point where she said, we can feel like you should know this already, but at the same time, we have to look at ourselves and go, we sit here and say that privilege keeps you from connecting with people and having understanding. We say that the history that we get taught in our schools is whitewashed and not truthful about what people of color and black people have done in this country. So if all of that is true, then it's very possible that the well-meaning white person you're talking to really is just ignorant and does not know. So how long are we going to walk around with, it's not my job to tell you anything, to help you understand, to talk to you? You can maybe do that after you've already tried with people. And when you see people are trying, just try to meet them where they're at instead of writing everybody off as pieces of shit. Like, everybody's not a piece of shit. Some people just really don't know. Like, the dude who just really didn't know what an HBCU was or what the purpose of them.
Because I would hate for somebody to be, I would hate for some white people to be having a conversation about the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and a black person walk up like, who is them? And they just be like, this motherfucker here. Like, you just really don't know about the 5 families that own all the money in the world, huh? Just fucking ignorance.
They don't do that?
I said I would hate it. Oh, I hate that. Oh, yeah. So I cannot be of that I don't like. Like, you have to be careful when you're fighting a monster not to become that monster yourself. So that for me,
I mean, not bothers me, but
and it's hard
having to be the fucking good guy.
Black people are society's moral compass.
Yeah, I get tired of being that.
I understand that.
I think that's half the reason, not half, but I think that's a good part of the reason where, not to get like super whatever, but it's part of our downfall where, like, if you're a people steeped in love and you look at our old traditions, like, it's all love. Even when they talk about, like, you're gonna get super like off the slave trade and shit, how some of the, we gave slaves away thinking they was gonna do it like we was gonna do it. We've lived that way the whole time, being we're gonna give love and that's just gonna clap back.
No, nigga, understand something. The cookout is full. Like, I'm a nigga that is 100%. The cookout is full. It's no more invitations for y'all. No more allies can be invited to the cookout. We don't have no more food. Ain't no more potato salad. Niggas gotta understand something. The cookout is fucking full. So understand something. I'm not here to. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm here to assist those who are truly rooted in wanting to be an ally. Those who will really, really see shit and be like, It's that's not right. Don't do like I'm here for that. Like I don't need you to. I need one little, just like a flicker of an okay, cool. You willing to try? You want some information? You want to know what this is? Your mind is blown that you are ignorant to our culture. That's a sign to me that like that means something to you. To be informed means something to you. If your mind is blown at the smallest, just not that you didn't know we had historical black colleges and university. That your mind, so I can give you some credit right there.
That was always my thing, even in Arizona, because all my classes is like 2 other black people, and
mind you, this person I'm speaking of is Canadian.
Okay.
Oh, that helps.
It's like even
They don't know shit about down here. I thought you was mad at like.
I'm still a little ant on that because I know that slaves from the Underground Railroad went to Canada.
Yeah, but
I know that personally.
If we using all this shit if we using all this shit y'all just said, he definitely don't know that.
Agreed, and that's why, and I understand that's a large grace that can be provided there, and I understand that. I understand that's a complete different conversation if it's a dude from Mobile, Alabama, and you like, I went to, and he's like, what?
About like Kyle from Irvine or some shit.
No, it wasn't. He's from Toronto. He's from Toronto, like so.
That's different.
Like, and that's why I said
but Fullerton or whatever.
Yeah, like.
I worked with the white woman that didn't know what HBCUs were.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm not. That's. I don't know, and I think that would have even Kyle from Irvine. I still would extend Kyle a grace.
Depends how I'm feeling that day.
Because I understand sometimes. Okay, so for me, I've gone to therapy sessions and found out that not a lot of my bad traits, but I have bad traits that is I'm just a product of a system that I was brought up in. Mm-hmm. Not that I don't want to have these things. I don't want to have these beliefs. I don't want to have these feelings, these reactions. I'm just a product of my environment. I understand that there are going to be white people who don't want to not know about stuff, but they're just really a product of Irvine. They're really a product of Orange County. So understand something, like I have a limit in my graces that I extend to people, but at the same time, I have to be, because I myself need
somebody
that.
Who's extended these graces, so I just feel like God damn, boy. Like,
if I meet Kyle from Irvine and Kyle from Irvine Energy is giving me an understanding that he want to know about Howard, that he want to know about Clark and Spelman, that he want to know about Grambling State, that he want to know about Mississippi Valley, that he want to know about these places, I'm gonna tell you. You want to know about the cool? I can tell you about Prairie View.
If it's honest, I can give it to you. If it's honest, I just be
that's my whole thing. I'm not here to convince nobody. I'm not gonna be like, hey man, take your white hood off real quick. Let me show you these pictures of the yard. No, I'm not doing that. No,
I'm not doing that.
Hey man, real quick, put down that flaming cross real quick. Let me show you what a homecoming and Grambling look like real quick, because it's a change. No, I'm not doing that. That's not at all what I'm doing. What I'm saying is a person who comes to me and it's like, hey, I seen a thing where it was a marching band and there was a guy leading them and he was doing a dance, and I even understand you being corny and the words you use to describe it and everything. Like I said, it's not offensive. It's not none of that. It's truly an inquiry that's just coming from a corny white person, and it's a corny ass white inquiry. I'm gonna laugh at you and I'm like, yo, yeah, we have. I'm gonna be like, damn, but I'm, something I love and hold so near and dear in my heart. Yeah, of course, I'm going to feel like that with anything black, with anything that's, I meet somebody who don't know Jay-Z lyrics, I'm upset with them. Like, but I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I'm not having that. You come up to me, don't know no Jay-Z lyrics, and you got to get the fuck out the gym.
Nah, I got to.
No, man, that's disrespectful. Do that shit at your discretion. So like you said, like if you identify a person and you feel like what they're doing is genuine and you have the energy to talk to them, then you do it. And when you don't, you don't. That's just that simple. She said, and even if it's somebody that you feel like they're genuine, but you just don't have the energy. Right?
No, yeah, without a doubt. Some days it's just like, yo, Google it.
To do that shit.
Nah, some days I will tell you. Some days I'm just pointing you in the right direction, and some days I'm in the mood to I'll give you the whole shit.
Not everything has to be a depth. Sometimes Google works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're curious. You have a smartphone, right?
Yeah, some days it's really that. Some days it's just I'm giving you what you need to put in Google, and the rest is your ambition.
I fucks with that.
Yeah, but some days, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis of this shit. Like, I'm gonna run it down for you real fast and get you to understand.
I dig it.
So that's just kind of my thing. But like going back to the original point, which is with that. Like, I think that's the shit that gotta kind of be kept in perspective, especially when we talking about this Kanye West shit. Like, even you going to sit down with Donald Trump, like,
Some people held Kanye in a different regard than others. That's what I.
No, yeah, no, like
we
with
talked about it before.
yeah, no, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
yeah, like people talk about Kanye like not like just not to say like actually with the shit he says online, like there are people who hold him in that regard. He's a genius. He's magnanimous. Everything he does is like I don't think they give Kanye, which is kind of fucked up because I don't think they give Kanye room to be like a human being who like fucked up. So like when
Kanye forced that on us. Kanye forced that on us.
what to look at him as not a person?
Yes.
I loved Kanye. Like Kanye.
No, Kanye forced that on us. So you're now dealing with what you wanted. You crafted that environment. You crafted this. I'm a genius. Years ago, he was calling himself Malcolm Luther King and all this stuff. I'm Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson all rolled into one.
I am Malcolm X.
Yeah, like he's all like he's done that for years. Like we not no you asked for these expectations, sir.
Oh, I'm
you
not-
you begged for this.
I'm not.
But
shit,
that's
I
why
come-
people are disappointed because some people bought into that and really.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
felt he
not.
was
Yeah,
that.
I'm not giving him a pass for it. I just be looking at people like, that's a man, bro. As much as I'm a fan of all of the people I'm a diehard fan of, like, that's a whole like human being. Like, I'm not. I don't know. Like, I just don't. I don't understand. I don't like the whole like putting people on pedestals like they can.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, like that shit bothers me. Like when people talk, like when Kanye goes and wilds out, those same people. It's like a group of yes men. Like I'm a fan. As much as I'm a fan of Nip, as much as I'm a fan of Hov. If Hov fucks up, you're not gonna go like, all right, man, look it up. At some point, if Hov fucked up real bad, you'd be like, as a fan, like as somebody who loves Hov and like Hov like raised us on like great music, Hov fucked up here, and you would be somebody who would like say that. If Hov was to walk in the room and like after you get done crying, you'd be like, this event. Yeah, I just don't think. I think people around Kanye and his fans justify his horseshit, which you're playing into what's fucking him up. Like as much as you like the MAGA hat and all that shit, I just think there's people have like kind of helped create this monster.
True. I can't disagree. I can't disagree. Like, I don't know though. Like, my whole thing is like, for years I've always said Kanye was a megalomaniac. So for me, when you are that, I can't. Like, yeah, megalomaniac with a God complex, like just even, all of that, like just even though those are probably like one and the same, if an actual.
Even the Trump thing, you give the Trump thing one gloss over, you're mad that he wears the MAGA hat. You give it 2 listens, 3 whatever's, whenever he says something, you start to realize what he says when the things he was saying about the 13th Amendment, like that some things are saying, but the idea that we have to put this man, this adult, in the realm of. He's just saying it, Kanye. No, nigga, you're a grown man. Say that shit the way it's supposed to be said, but because everybody lets Kanye live in Kanye land, now you got this.
Do anybody let somebody live and they like?
If
Kanye 45,
you enable it.
Yeah.
If I'm okay, look, everybody in this room. If I get up here tomorrow and tweet or text out to the group chats that I'm in, or get on Instagram and say some wild shit, my phone would blow. What the fuck are you doing? This nigga's coming and kicking my door in, and you niggas finna be pulling up on 2 wheels. Get that nigga outside, because we all need to go sit down, get a drink, get something to eat. Like, there's not a lot of that in his life.
All those
is what
people
I'm saying.
those type of people in his life.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm just saying, like, I'm this to them, to those people, to the people around him, to like his diehard fans. You're not helping this man if you really think you care about him. If he's your hero, your whatever, you're not doing any favors to him by being like, he's got his own way. Nah, man, sometimes that nigga fucking up and you're not helping him.
Whenever he does anything, like Kim never speaks against him. Kim literally finds a way to agree with any and everything that he says. And it's just like he doesn't need that. He needs the truth.
Yeah, and to me, that's a bad part. I don't want nobody with me that like every time I do something like, yeah, okay, well, like in my mind, maybe you're saying something in private. I'd like to hope that, but.
And people were cracking jokes on Twitter because there was this video going around of him like riding on a skateboard and he was trying to do tricks and kept fucking up, but they kept like cheering him on. And people on Twitter were like, it's Kanye finally realizing that like, everybody he's surrounded by is like a yes man. And it was funny, but it was true. Like it was literally like Yes, like you are though. Like
Look,
because
man,
you're
that's when
literally
you.
fucking up
That's
on a
when you look
skateboard
at.
and they're telling you're doing amazing.
That's when you look at the camera and go, man, look, it's all love, and then you sprint to the fucking truck, and you jump in the back.
Saint
It's all
stays
peace
to
and
the
love.
right. Don't ever speak on 350s, bro.
So bad.
But even my thing is with, I'm sorry. Even in the beginning, we were explaining just the whole thing with actually him and Drake, and even you asking earlier, like, what's the big deal? For me, I kind of feel like Kanye, you did on the No Mistakes track that he has on the last album, whatever it is. Like, he literally like. Too rich to fight you, too. Like I said that on here. Like, too rich to fight you. Calm down, you're light skinned. Like, to me, that's not a motherfucking like. Yeah, like you.
You said that.
Yeah, so my thing is like, I don't. It fucks up your credibility when you do that and say, I'll never write a diss. I'll never do that, bro. You did.
It's like 5-year-olds. I pushed you. You can't push me back.
Yeah,
You can't push
like-
me back.
Yeah,
No
like
tag
a
backs.
motherfucker.
No tag backs.
Like that is
No
kind
tag
of.
backs.
And so for me, that's my whole thing is that I don't feel no type of way about Drake going to him like this. Like I don't feel no type of way about it. Like
Bro, I've been out like a light since that shit came out. Like, out like I've been boy shit.
yeah, I just want to say that I feel no type of way. And all the shit he's saying, like the mental health and he took shots at Cudi. I don't care.
I mean, that's rap beef.
That-
my only
that's my whole thing,
my
bro.
only problem with Drake is
If these niggas
you
were
say
authors-
things like this and then get mad that nigga brought up your baby. You talk about mental health, so I just want everybody. Well, what's the
It's
most
fair
popular
all-
thing out here? Keep that same energy.
Keep it.
that shit. Keep all of it. Keep it all
If
together.
it's all fair game,
You get your shit together,
Yeah.
right, Rick? All right. Fuck, what's his sister name? Fuck. Morty was like, get your shit, get it together, get all
Summer.
your shit.
Summer.
Come on, Summer. Get your shit, get it all together. Put it in a bag it up. All your shit. Get your shit. That's what I want all these niggas. Get your shit, get it, all your shit, get it together.
yeah, bro. Like I don't know. That's my whole thing. But I guess that's a double-edged sword for Drake as
successful
well.
as I want to be, I don't know if I want to get as successful as these niggas where I just start losing like my regular nigga like state of mind because they just doing shit that I don't understand. I don't know if that comes like with a certain number of zeros behind your check.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Speaking of losing your real nigga state of mind, Offset runs on stage, gives the gift to Cardi. How is that within a real nigga mind?
Cognac, baby,
On the way, I'm telling you.
on the way.
But how do we
Finna get
feel
that
about
back.
that? Like, is that to me? That's it's not right. Let me say it's not right. It is invading, but it's raw. To me, that's what that was. That was just raw. Like that was. I don't care about cameras. I'm just trying. And even in your trying, sometimes you fuck up. Like we all, that's understood. We all do. To me, I'm not saying he was right. I feel like it was impulsive and it was raw. I feel like last night he was on the same stage with 21 Savage. They sung Happy Birthday. They did the crowd cheer. Cardi take Offset back. And I just think he was raw. Like your birthday's passed. Your lady not there. Your baby not there. You just a big ball of emotions and you do something. And even after you do it, while you doing it, you probably in the moment like, fuck, I'm sorry. I know you don't. And I think it was that.
From what I know about Offset,
Here we go.
which is very fucking little.
Mama.
When I say very little, I mean nothing more than the music he gives me at all because I don't research shit on the internet. I'll let y'all tell me.
All right. Nigga said, from what I know about Set, which is very
Which
little.
is very little. I know that boy was pop locking in some video on his birthday.
He was
So
in
that
Whitney
very
Houston.
little.
He was at Whitney Houston video as a child.
Boy was getting. Niggas take
How do you know that?
you can't tell me niggas is not diverse. You put
God,
dancing in
man.
videos and then go selling bricks. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is I'm kind of like just agreeing with you, and I just need to get that joke off because it was funny in my head. Yeah, I don't agree with the method he did, and I'm not even justifying it. Like, if the nigga cheat and you want to go, if that's how y'all dynamics of y'all relationship work, I don't know why y'all niggas out here sounding having NDAs or just being polygamous, but whatever, that's a whole nother conversation. I do believe that is raw emotion. When I see him, I do believe that he really like genuinely wants her back. And I think Offset is a rich hood nigga who might have never been in like love before, or he has been. And if he has, this is the shit that works with his past situations. It's just he's the same nigga who's a millionaire now. And it's like if this was in the regular world, he would be pulling up, you know, at the fucking wherever the fuck she working. He'd be pulling up to the strip club and be like, you know, hey baby, like, you know, I love you for real. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he just happened to do it on stage because that's where she worked now. Like, if he was just a regular nigga, he would have pulled up on her at the motherfucking Sit-Go and walked in and been like, hey, like, you know, I want.
But even with that, like,
I just believe his heart's in the
you
right
can't
place.
pull up if you can't pull up the Kinkos and get like that's just not cool.
No, it's not cool. It's not
Yeah,
a cool
yeah,
move
that's
at all.
just-
like, it's not cool. It's not thought out. It's not taking like, you know, her feelings and all that into consideration. That nigga just, I want my woman back, and I'm gonna just put a grand gesture on because, you know, baby come back.
Yeah.
You can blame it all on me. Baby come back. That's it. That's all this is.
It is.
It just seems like the cheaters always have the biggest gestures. Like
What
when
about the
Kirk-
cheaters?
Like when Kirk,
Just
no,
the
I'm
cheaters
talking
that
about
did it?
cheaters.
The cheater
Like,
cheaters.
when Kirk Ross broke up or Rashida left him, he literally just pulled up to her house with a U-Haul truck and said, "I'm coming out."
Who's Kirk Frost?
And Rashida let him back in the house.
They're from Loving It.
You know Rashida, the bubblegum song. She was a rapper.
Oh,
Yeah. Her.
oh, the nigga's name is Kirk Frost. That's his name.
He's a
Kirk
cheater.
Frost. Oh shit.
He had a baby and some other shit. But
Oh, baby.
That's what they do. Like, cause I don't even watch the show. I know they be fucking around. Like, yeah, that's just what they do. I don't even like. Yeah, I'm coming home, man.
I believe
But my thing is
that
Kirk
it's
already-
authentic.
I don't believe Kirk though.
Kirk
That's not
already-
the
Kirk
same.
was a mess.
Yeah,
Kirk was a
I
mess.
don't
Kirk
believe
already
Kirk,
like,
like-
you already had your stint. Y'all were married. Rashida had just had a baby, and then he went and had a new baby. That's what
Yeah.
that's what was so awful.
With all this mental health and all this stuff,
I'm not gonna sit up here and judge a man because he like to do things in twos.
Shut the fuck up.
Two
I don't
bitches, two cheering, two families.
First of all-
I'm not here because a man like to do things in twos.
I
That's
don't
just
think-
me.
I don't think anybody's like that. I just think, you know, this Kirk.
That's
dude
all I'm
sounds very
saying.
Embarrassing. Hey man, like you can walk up and just be like, you know, I want to, you know, nobody watch Big Love. You can do that. Sister Wives. What?
And
Like
then
you
just,
can-
like, you
everybody
can
up
tell
here
your
embracing their
wife
sexuality. You mean to tell
woman
me
came on the
a
show.
man
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
a man
Like,
can't have two
like,
women?
Come to her yourself. I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing, and this
Yeah.
one. She had to find out
Hang on,
through the TV.
time
I
out.
know you
I'm back,
knew
wait.
Mona when it found that girl.
Don't
so
be-
You should have just told
you
her
can't-
Mona when it found the bitch, and I got her pregnant.
Exactly.
I just need you to know that before
Yeah.
we go. fucking
On
You can't be out here
shit
lying.
Star Road.
Hey,
Don't
we
be
finna
suck-
go.
don't
We
be
finna go
sucking
to the
your-
production
don't
meeting.
be
I want to
sucking
tell
your
you.
teeth to me, bro. Like, you mean tell me all this sexual empowerment out here, nigga can't have two wives?
No, but you're
You
talking.
can absolutely
Okay, you
have
two
can't.
wives.
But like when
It's all these
they
fake
have
Instagram
to-
hoes up here,
they-
fake sucking
they
pussy
have-
from the
they
back.
need
Y'all
to
love
know.
each other, bro.
That's why I
It's a
said that
choice.
they need to know. You can't just, oh, by the way, there's another wife. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
need
we
to be
always
cool
saying
with
like, you know,
it.
you don't mind.
Like, you can't just pull up with another wife.
So
Like,
when
oh
family works,
no, like.
when there's two wives, it's a whole family, and we all agree to run our family a certain way. It's not you just going off and making babies and doing shit.
Yeah, I believe
on your
niggas,
own
niggas out here
discretion.
hustling backwards.
That's not the way polygamy works, or polyamory, or whatever. No, polyamory is the dating one, right?
I don't know what's what.
Polygamy
All
is
the
when you have wives.
look, all these shits got too many words. I just found out that babies was a thing, and I'm going back in the house. I heard babies was a new word, like
Baby?
because you can't call a baby because they need to be babies because you can't identify them as things because
But
somebody told me that the other day. Like I was having a conversation.
That's stupid. A baby is unisex. That works for a boy or a girl. So why would you need to say baby?
I don't know.
Well, that's a non-binary baby because you know they like to be. They're not he or she. They're they.
But baby is not he or she. It's just
the
baby.
The baby.
But by,
That's
I
the
guess
same
by being
person.
unisex, it's like a sex. I think like they and those are just
Yeah,
they have
you-
no sex.
look.
It's a baby.
Did you stretch
It's a
before trying to get
baby.
this out? Like,
Yeah.
you see, I
It's
just
a
feel like you
baby.
really gotta like
It's-
get in
we're
your
not
bag to
doing
like.
Oh no, I mean you have to be in like. Let
that
me
shit
tell you
wild
something.
to me, bro.
Hey
Like,
man, you look. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I be in the house.
Time gives you opinions. Experience gives you wisdom.
I don't say that shit because I don't know. That means I ain't shit. I just be up here saying shit about shit.
I
This is-
understand.
Yeah, I don't know. That means on any given day on this podcast, we could either be like 90% wisdom, 10% opinion, or vice versa. I know I done got up here and had 60% opinion and like 40% wisdom, and it's probably at the back end of the episode. I don't even know.
I don't even.
But you know what-
God,
You know what?
God, you fuck with me,
Oh,
God.
bro.
Look, yo.
God,
Look,
you fuck with
Kodak.
me,
Did
God.
you drop him into this?
You
No,
fuck
I
with me,
did that because
God.
Lil Kodak been hot all week, man. Not just because we've been saying, God, if you fuck with me, show me my wife, God.
Oh, yo.
God, you fuck with me. We've been saying that all
Your mans,
goddamn
you know,
weekend.
Hey,
Your man Z-Bro up here to post.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going with
Yeah,
that, man.
Ebro up here to
Man, yo, Ebro tried to super violate Lil Kodak.
I'm not. If Kodak is guilty, then boy, Kodak deserve all the Kodak get. My thing is,
Guilty or not, you still deserve the right to
Bro,
a fair trial.
here's the thing:
To ask
you
incriminating
know
questions
how this
or-
works.
yeah.
You know he couldn't say, like. What was the point of you saying that shit except just to be, you know, discount Charlemagne? Like I just like
That
you just
nigga
want to
said he was Charlemagne light.
yeah, like you just want
He
to say
called
some
that
my
nigga
shit.
Diet Charlemagne.
Yeah,
That's
you just want to
fucked
say
up.
some real raw things.
In reality, yeah, that was my whole thing with that. Is like, understand something. I am completely against sexual assault. Like, I have nothing for that. I have no grace. No, that is one of those things that I have zero tolerance for. Completely, 100%. My whole thing is, though, no matter what your crime is, you still reserve the right to have a fair trial. To ask this man stuff on a nationally syndicated radio show, I believe Hot 97 is, if not even just a radio show in New York City, it's something that's going to be seen nationally. Anything he says is just not fitting. It's not befitting. It's not helping him in terms of juror selection, just the court of public opinion that could spill over. That doesn't help him. To ask him that question there, when we all know how situations like this go, not just sexual assault, all open and pending cases.
Like you
That's-
coulda- I
come
don't know,
on,
if you
man.
coulda really got some
Come
information
on,
out
bro.
of that, like you could have asked, but I just feel like he asked that at
Like, what was Kodak gonna say? Oh, thank you, God. I was waiting on
No.
Ebro to ask me this question
yeah,
and
like,
shit.
At best, you was just gonna hope
I'm
that
innocent and shit,
he-
Ebro. I'm glad you asked me. Let me explain the case to you, Ebro.
Yeah.
Like, no,
And
that
then
was
niggas
not
got
gonna
getting
happen.
fucked up out here.
The fuck did you think he was gonna say, nigga? Like, and I'm not even a nigga
That
who hate Ebro. I'm not on the hate Ebro
I'm
train.
not either. That was just a whack.
I feel like,
move.
yeah, like I'm actually like, I'm impartial to Ebro. Like, I don't. I respect
It's
his
like Ebro.
broadcasting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ebro just
And
do
people,
his thing.
people kept saying like Ebro asked the questions that needed to be answered. He can't answer them, like literally legally. He cannot.
Yeah, like that's not what the fuck.
what to do on
my show.
Yeah, you're not gonna tell me not to send you to jail on my show. Get the fuck out of here.
Like,
You're not gonna tell me not to ruin your life on my show.
Literally.
Yeah, like no, that's not how this work, my nigga. I'm willing to talk about the album. You want to know who wrote the hooks, who made the beats. You want to know where my shoes came from.
The only part that was kind of funny was just Kodak completely on his face. He just shut down. Like he just got so sad.
Yeah, but he was just like this nigga here. But oh God,
I feel like
God.
I feel like
literally like that.
I feel like nigga be going through shit. Y'all be that shit be entertaining y'all. God.
He's like,
What?
he's like,
Meanwhile,
oh no, that's
like-
why we tried to switch the subject. He's like,
24 hours later.
24 hours later.
I just want people to be, respect
Speak,
my
like,
intellectuality.
My intellectuality, I just want to crystallize
You
it.
can be in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know
Kodak.
what monogamous mean?
No.
Ain't just the other day I was on the phone with a girl till I was asleep. I ain't done
I ain't
that.
did that since middle school.
You think she's the one?
I hope so.
Yeah, look. I need
For
Angela Lee to
me-
put a ski mask on, man. Don't kill the fun, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's the fun police without a
Yeah,
doubt.
let's speak on
For me-
350s, bro.
For me, that's the power of media, though, is that I don't feel like Kodak is a person. We was discussing this earlier. I don't feel like Kodak's a person who's like unintelligent. I feel like Kodak's very intelligent. I just feel like his intellect is not matched with his ability to be articulate.
What's that shit? Like, you could be educated and not be intelligent. You could be intelligent and not be educated. He just might not have that form of schooling. But yeah, don't mean man's not intelligent.
Yeah, nah, he LOX without a doubt. He living off experience. I just don't feel like Kodak has the ability to communicate everything that he's thinking in the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
And just being somebody that's like from the hood and being around mad niggas that was smart as shit. Like, yo, nigga, you actually ain't dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You just like, yeah, I just cuz blood, like I just, you know what I'm saying, on the hood. Like that's just I can understand that. And I just think that's what Kodak is. I think it's easy to play Kodak ignorant if you want to, though. Like if you want to play Kodak ignorant, it's very, very easy. Like you want to play him stupid, you want to play him dumb, you want to play him like Like it's very not easy. Let me not say that. It's very easy to the optics of it to make it look that way. You can ask him things that can let things be seen in that light. But I think if you want to treat him like a sensible human being and do so, you get those things from him on a level that's higher than just a basic like right is right, wrong is wrong. You get him on like he's talking like I'm on a conscious level, things I'm putting out there. I was gonna name my album "Die to Live," but then I didn't want to put the energy of death out there around me, especially with X and just especially with certain things. You start to have a conversation like, wait, you're conscious on more than just like
that instinct.
Yeah,
shit.
like red means stop, green means go. You know more than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to have that conversation with him. But if you want to sit there and ask him some shit that's going to make him be like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. I don't really even be talking about that shit, man. I just be, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, these hoes. Like, if you want to do that, you can get that out of him, too. But I think when he was with Charlemagne and Envy and Yee, I don't think they always do this for everyone. I think the Breakfast Club picks and chooses when they want to present someone with something. And I think I think the Kodak interview would have been different with the Breakfast Club if the Ebro interview had not happened that way. And if they did not directly not like, if it wasn't that beef between Power 105 and Hot 97, I don't even think the Breakfast Club interview would have went as well as that, because yeah, I just think they were even nervous about him not coming. And when he got there, I, of course, feel Atlantic and everybody just had, you know, he had Gucci Poochie with him, who everybody knows is Ross's man. Like, you got people with you that's not going to, like, that's going to have that list of questions looked at before you sit down at that table. Like, yo, what y'all finna ask him? Charlemagne, where your questions at?
Poochie pull up, boy. I'm scared.
Yeah, like, he had some people in there that you got to, like, oh, no, he ain't playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my whole thing, is that I think that I ain't giving the Breakfast Club no big pat on the back or nothing. Like, that's why I'm making this more about Kodak. I think Kodak has the ability, if he's presented with the right opportunities, to be able to show his intellect.
Everybody is smart and everybody is dumb. If you pull out a
duality in this
book right
motherfucker.
now,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck to do with it. If you pull out
You call God.
book about occupational therapy and physical dysfunction, that's my whole jam. Everybody knows something and everybody don't know something.
But your ability to even convey how you don't know is in a way that lets people know you have a certain level of sense, a certain level of something.
That
For
depends
Kodak,
on
a lot of
person, though.
for Kodak is one of those people that it is a blanket thing for even those that come from that environment, that you still need a little bit more time with Kodak, even if you from the hood, to find out what Kodak really is. You could be a nigga from the hood and you still need a little bit like a.
Sometimes people really.
Let me talk to this a little bit. Let me
They
get about 5
struggle
minutes.
with like communication and articulating is a lot of people's like struggles. Like people
Yeah.
know it, but you don't know how to tell people what you feel and what you want to say.
And that's why I say, if you're not presenting him with the right something in a 37-minute interview, you'll fuck around and motherfucking leave that interview and be like, that nigga is really, really in need of some help. He needs some help. They get a check for him? Do they get a check for him? Do he got to wear a helmet when he perform? Like, it's certain questions you would fuck around and leave asking. But if you go ahead and put him in a room and you just treat him like you just talking and you having real conversations and you asking him, yo, you pray, you do this, you do that. What happened with you in the situation with Master P? Even in that was a situation he was irritated about. It was something that upset him. But even in his explaining of that, he was just like, you know, I went over here and I did this and I don't like how our people do this. And you could tell like he's still rough around the edges, but you was like, all right, you see he got a little, you know, even his ability to be able to admit about himself, you know, like that situation with P, he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cheap. So I might have been, you know, so like to me, that's like, okay, it's a certain level of maturity there. It's a certain level of intellect there. And I just feel like, yeah, Ebro, that was some fuck shit. And again, I'm impartial to Ebro. I don't dislike him. But he's not like, I respect him. But that was fuck shit. And yeah, I took, for me, with those two interviews, I took a lot more away from Kodak personally.
And to me, it was just like even the way he said it in the beginning, he was like, you know, it was like they felt a way about him before he came on the show. So it was just like, why do you, like, you're not the police. Why is he on here?
And my whole thing was like, yeah, like to me, even how he presented the question was to do a point, but to prove a point, because he was just like, oh, you know, sexual assault is serious to us. And it was like, who wasn't it serious to? Like, who said that it wasn't? Like, that was my whole thing. That's what made it be like, yo, what point was you trying to prove, or like, who was you trying to defend, or like, what was you trying to make it seem like? Nobody around here is taking this lighter.
Trying to get the hard facts. This is not Law and Order. You're not SVU. That's not what this is. This is you interviewing Kodak. Ask him about a song.
Yeah, like he just turned into the Detective Tutolo. Like, you better go. I know you look like Ice-T, but you can't just do
not
that.
Olivia Benson.
Yeah, right?
It's not you.
You cannot do this, Ebro. Come on, man. Like, he's a way better
really
broadcaster than
bring,
that.
like, people together.
Hey, can I tell y'all some bullshit that I seen that made me upset?
Jacquees the King of R&B.
Nah, he the supervisor.
Somebody told Jacquees.
Say, nigga, the supervisor R&B. He run an 8-hour shift for R&B.
Somebody said that R&B better stand for raisin and bran. Nigga, that fucking
Ribs and
destroyed.
barbecue, nigga.
Oh my God, bro.
My favorite tweet about Jacquees ever to this day is still Jacquees make the most. Damn, I fuck with this little weak ass song.
Oh, fuck.
That's the perfect description of all his music. He like, I fuck with little weak ass songs.
Yo, that's exactly how I feel about it.
I was playing Lost That C2 this morning. I was fucking with that whole little weak ass album.
I ain't played that yet. I have it. I just haven't played
Nah, I fuck with that little weak ass album. Like, that's just how you feel about it when it come on. It's Birdman lyrics and Jacquees singing. It's a bunch of
Is Birdman really rapping on there?
He rapping like he always rap, like
No,
getting
I
out
mean,
the
like,
caddy.
that's what I'm
It's
saying,
from
like,
Miss
he's really-
Gladys.
But I'm not asking like, is he really like? I just want to know, like, is he actually saying things on a mic? Cause that.
Nah, yeah, he really like, yeah, play around, uptown, do it for Miss Gladys. Like, yeah, he doing that.
Jacquees' songs are even Jacquees' songs, so it's just like, what are you?
Shit.
Jacquees and Tory Lanez is fruit off the same tree.
He's the remix.
They just go get old songs that like. Look, man,
But
they just go get old SWV. They go back and get old songs like that, and they just come out and they just come and just.
Tory do it better. I
Honestly,
enjoy Tory
vocally,
shit.
I could, yeah. Jacquees, it just.
No, Jacquees just haven't had enough time yet. Let me tell you something. Go back and hold on. When Jacquees do the same thing Tory do, Say It in Bed is the same song. Take your time.
I mean,
Tory
no.
Say It and Jacquees Bed is two 90s
yeah,
R&B
both
songs
lifted, but I
that
just
were
like
colossal
how
on their
Tory
own,
does it
and
better.
essentially just
Like Jacquees, like I don't.
Jacquees only
dislike-
still old 90s stuff. Tory still everybody shit. Tory feature on Tekashi 6ix9ine new album is a OT Genesis song from 10 years ago.
Boy, I tell you, I didn't listen to none of.
And I understand that. Just as a music fan, just like the consumption of music, like I'm just saying, like knowing Tory was on that album.
Yeah, I can't worry about none of that. I'm still worried about.
Uh,
man,
It's
6ix9ine look.
His voice. He doesn't understand his limitations.
Man, look, there's some Latin kings out here.
He's
Got
still
that boy
trying to
6ix9ine in the
convince us he
treyway.
can sing for
I'm
real.
scared.
It's like, that's not
the
your
problem.
lane. So just stop
It's
doing
not
that.
so much the music and the remixing. It's literally you can't sing like these other men. Like that's literally what we're saying.
And I'm okay
That
with
I think
If
that
you
no.
stop trying
I
to
think
push
that
it
might be.
down
I
my
think that
throat.
might be my
Yeah.
thing. Like
Stop
sometimes, like
forcing
I'm not
yourself
saying
on
Tory
us.
got wild vocals, but Tory does make his songs where it's right in the box of
know
where
your
his vocal shit
limitations.
does.
no, he stay in his two-step. He
Yeah,
stay in his two-step.
box, like or like I shouldn't say the nigga have a box, but he curates his shit for him for him. Jacquees shit sometimes like if he even with this King of R&B shit, I was having like me and Charlotte was having a debate like even how you like decide what's what. I'm like as somebody like if you like listen like as a singer, I'm looking at him like I'm not a singer. I'm like looking at him as a singer like I don't think you got that much like he cool. He can like
He the
sing.
supervisor R&B.
Yeah, like
Fucking around, he might be the janitor of R&B.
I ain't gonna give him. The
They might
janitor.
he might just be cleaning up R&B after everybody go home from their shifts.
I ain't gonna give him janitor.
Everybody closed up, R&B closed up. Let me sweep the floor real quick with these little weak ass songs.
I think he's on the register, but I think
He on the register R&B.
Yeah, he works real hard.
That nigga say he the cashier R&B.
Yeah, like
God
he there. He's like somebody because people were posting. He's the
He the last nigga you see when you leaving R&B.
Consistent, and I'm like, nigga, I could keep
Consistently what?
Yeah, they say people say that. People say that because he's consistently putting things out.
He consistently doing 2 features every 3 months.
Yes.
I saw tweets that people were saying that because he's consistently putting work out. I'm like,
consistently.
Well, workouts. He got a fitness DVD.
Consistently re-singing.
It's the only workout motherfucker must be doing.
That's my point.
Bro, I be searching for Jacquees music because I be like, yo, cause I heard a few songs. The E. Yeah, that's all he be.
You can't sing. Don't do that.
But that's what I said. I fucked around and caught a couple of the. You know how like as a casual fan, you hear the songs that are big enough to get.
Yeah.
So you know, like prior to not like now, but like back when like the Rich Gang shit, and he did like the pull up and like, I was like, all right, I fuck with the nigga the little features he did. He stayed in the box because he was on somebody else's shit. So the songs I heard of his own where he didn't have to stay in no box, it's like I could fuck this up. This is me. He fucked it up and like he eat all over it. So I don't.
All over that bitch.
Nigga eat all over it. So
Get in there, all over that bitch.
yeah, like I don't know. I still need more from like I still need growth and progression. No, because I can't just
Oh, no,
because
he-
if that's
I'm
the case,
not-
I would
I'm
never would have gotten here with where I am with Tory. I told you niggas, I
I'm
had
not
to start.
canceling him.
I forced
I'm
myself
just-
to like Tory.
I just want to know. Like, I almost felt like he was trolling us because I was like, you can't be serious. And then he even commented on like one of the older singers' posts, and he was like, I can sing like them niggas, no cap.
Yeah.
no.
I seen that. I
That's
seen that.
all
I can sing
cap,
just like them
because
niggas, no cap.
Nah.
You can't, so are
No,
you
I
serious?
don't. Nah, I don't think you should be.
Are
Nah.
you joking with us? Like, I almost thought he was playing with us because I was just like,
His strength. He should have been like, I could do songs like you niggas. He said he should have.
Nah.
I could outsong
I
niggas.
can sing like those
No.
niggas,
That's what I say.
no
You should have.
cap.
I could outsong you niggas. But you that was Keith Sweat and I'll be sure who was in a goddamn post that you posted. I could sing like these niggas, no cap. No, you can't.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Even
You don't want
like-
no funk with a vocal range from nobody from the '90s, son.
But you know, like when you watch an R&B singer like sing and like they look like they're straining their voice, but it's like a beautiful sound coming
Yep.
out. Jacquees, when he's doing that, it's still it's that.
When you can see the nigga breathe, when you can see the nigga breath control, that's when you know. You be like, whoa, that nigga Adam's apple jumped on that when he's singing.
Yeah, and
This is beyond me. Like,
Yeah.
nah, yeah,
So, like, the
nah.
whole
John.
time-
A-I-O-U.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Oh
Not
shit.
the alphabet.
Nigga said,
Not the
Tip
alphabet.
she want to fight Jacquees. That's in her heart.
Say another
my
vowel.
God.
say another
vowel.
Oh.
Say another motherfucking vowel. Oh, this song is over, nigga.
Oh, yo.
And I ain't playing, nigga.
I like his songs, but I'm telling you, he dead ass think he can sing because he always on Instagram.
Nah, he really do.
Yeah.
I just be like, the fuck? You don't think that sound good? You
Somebody
can't.
tweeted somewhere or somewhere was saying like, you know, in the hood, nigga in the hood, you think he can he can hold a note, think he can sing,
Yeah.
and he just keep running up on you like singing shit to you. That's Jacquees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he be the nigga that get on the he the nigga that get on the train and the bus and shit singing like nigga shut up.
'Cause your your,
Shut up.
Your grandmother
said that
was
nigga
mother
was
of the
Tyrese
church
in the
and she
Coca-Cola
forced your
commercials?
fucking Solo. That don't mean you can
Shut
sing.
up. You niggas seen Tyrese doing this? Yeah, I've been getting on the bus singing since the 90s. Shut up.
Knock
Nobody
it
finding
off.
you.
Knock it off. Yeah,
You
I
going to
don't know.
jail? Nah,
My
that's the
dumb
only
ass-
thing gonna happen on this
No,
bus.
yo, my dumb ass
Yo,
really
shut the
sat
fuck up
here
with that
with her
singing.
and was trying to figure out like a way to like level this, and I was like, by what's like I was trying to give him all the room. I was like, by what standard is he labeling himself king? I'm like, are we doing sales, performances, vote? Like where?
Well, I wouldn't
what
say-
exactly?
IG follows.
I would-
All of them, I don't think
All of them
anywhere
he
he's the
failed.
king of any of that shit.
He-
I just
all
was
of
like,
them,
I don't know.
every single one.
He the king and feeling like it. He felt
That's
like
wild,
he
bro.
felt like he was the king of R&B.
You know what? And this what I'm gonna tell you the truth about.
Bitches go to Chris Brown
And-
concerts
but- and I know-
die in the
but-
front row. Like
Heart
they gonna
attack.
even come outside. They
Cardiac arrest.
that nigga.
No,
like,
it's people
The
that they
lights come on,
no
they die
nigga
at
they
that
have
nigga
yeah they
concert.
have not even that nigga. You know they keep ambulance at the
Yeah,
parking
they
lot
ain't done that
because
shit
they
since
say
Michael
people
Jackson, bro.
pass out before they get out the
Yes.
car at Chris Brown concerts. Nigga, like
I
women be in the motherfucking parking lot like grown
And
ass
I-
35-year-old
and
women
I'm
be
keeping
getting
this-
found in their
I'm
car.
keeping this to the Jacquees
How the
because I
fuck are
think-
you even thinking you to
Look, I'm keeping this to the to what he said on there. I'm leaving R. Kelly and all of them. I don't even know why they took because that nigga said in this generation. I'm putting Chris in that like ball, and I just think everybody should go home after that.
No, but that's the thing that's the
It's
thing that I
because
seen
there's
Tory
a-
talking
there's a
about on Complex
generation
Struggle.
like,
Okay,
in
so
the past
again,
6
we
months-
Wait,
What-
I'm
his
sorry.
generation.
New music this week?
Huh?
Does anybody hear that Trey song?
I mean, we like
No,
it. We
yeah,
talked
no,
about
and that's
it.
what
It
we was.
just-
No, yeah, like,
what's considered this generation too? Like, that was
and that's what we
another-
were saying. Chris and Trey is not this generation.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking about because they're kind of like
They're like
They're
the
before
millennials
Jacquees.
of fucking. They're like the Yeah, they're like another like
They're like, I don't know, something in between Jacquees and the old niggas.
Jacquees. See, this is why I say Jacquees may have a
Is Jacquees even your age?
no, Jacquees. Not even 20.
He always names his little
Yeah.
things after his age. He's 23.
Okay, well then.
That nigga in this generation then.
Jacquees, for me, I feel like Jacquees is speaking more to like the niggas of like A Boogie and PNB Rock who do that type of R&B.
R&B though.
That's
Them
not
niggas.
R&B.
Them
That's a
niggas.
different
Them
category.
niggas rapping, sang rapping. Them niggas
Yeah, and that's what I
banging.
think he was speaking to
Whatever.
when he say like I'm the best R&B niggas of this generation.
That's
I think he
not
talking
the
like A
same
Boogie and
shit.
PNB Rock and like
And
They-
nigga,
they,
well
they
shit.
separated things. It's like R&B is trap soul now because of that's become a thing.
yeah, Bryson
Trap
Tiller,
song.
yeah,
He
like
not beating Bryson.
Yeah,
He not beating Bryson either.
Shit, Bryson right here. Did he not beating Bryson?
true that. Retweet.
I win.
Say Jacquees over Bryson?
no, I'm not.
I
I'm
didn't
just,
even- I didn't
I'm
even
giving
say
you the
speak
people
on
that
it.
I
I
feel
didn't
like he
even
was
know.
just putting. I wasn't even saying Bryce's name. No, and I agree. I think that's a unanimous decision at this table without a doubt. But I was just saying, like, I think that's the people he was putting in. Like, this is my generation. I don't think Chris and Trey is who he's saying.
And
Internet up there
honestly-
trying to offer up sacrifices for Frank to drop some new goddamn work for whatever reason.
And even like as far as like well known, like I feel
Let
like
Frank take
even-
his time giving out this bullshit.
I feel like,
Let him disperse that mediocrity.
You don't want no more Nike.
and I feel like even if we're talking about like regardless of talent, like even well known, like I feel like people know Bryson and Frank more than they people like regular people know Jacquees. There's this girl in Arizona. She went to the club. Jacquees was in Arizona, and she literally was in his section. She posted him. She said they literally don't play Jacquees in this club.
Oh,
She basically said that they're playing Jacquees right now because Jacquees is in the club.
that's
And I was
disrespectful.
just like, okay.
Like, yeah, like I don't know.
I don't know.
You gonna disrespect a nigga while you in his
You gotta understand something though. Nah, this is my whole thing. You gotta understand something. Niggas got markets. Like niggas got markets. So I can understand. I don't know whose market Arizona is. Like Arizona don't even have no rappers. So you can't even have nobody come out that bitch to be like, oh yeah, that's the type of niggas they like and you can blow up.
Arizona is Super Saiyan San Bernardino, so
So that's all I'm saying. Like yeah, that's the IE big homie.
go. Yeah.
So-
And Arizona
Yeah,
really
like,
has its
yeah.
own culture. Arizona basically copies everything that California does.
But that's my whole thing though, is that
Arizona's-
you can't call somebody lame that people in California kind of fuck with if you little California.
They are little.
Like you little
They want-
California
they
and
want-
big, like
they
you
want-
can't beat in the air, nigga.
we
You
want all smoke with Arizona. Like,
give a fuck about
Arizona ain't gonna
yeah.
shit.
No, little.
No, I got love for Arizona, but Arizona still is
Do
what it
you?
is.
People from Arizona have told me they're just like we don't have a
Love for
culture, so we
Arizona.
basically
Yeah.
like they basically.
what? What have they done? I don't dislike them. I just
What's the
don't
chicken
know
and
why.
waffle place they got down there in Arizona?
I just have a love for
Oh,
Arizona.
that shit straight. I take
that.
that back. That place is fire. I like that place.
Waiting to Exhale is filmed there. That's my only attachment really to Arizona,
Hey.
right? Yeah.
There you go. They got Waiting to Exhale. And what's the name of the chicken and waffle place in Arizona?
Oh,
I don't know.
Lolo's.
Lolo's.
Yo, Lolo's was the shit, but
Lolo's is good.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what time is it? Y'all want a road trip to Arizona tonight? Go to
Not
Lolo's.
for Lolo's.
Nigga said not for Lolo's.
Yeah,
And it ain't nothing else in Arizona that a nigga could be
yeah,
like,
bro,
go do some Indian
If you
reservation
wanna
gambling.
hike, it's great for hiking. I've never gone because I was always scared to get bit by some shit, but I heard it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Let me
beautiful.
tell you
Don't
why.
y'all got
I'm
warthogs
a
out there
man.
or
Look,
some
yo,
Huh?
Don't
afraid
you
of
got little warthogs out there or whatever? Little
Timon and
They're
Pumbaa.
not warthogs. They are javelinas.
Javelinas.
Whatever the fuck.
There you go.
That's a beautiful name for an animal.
It's
They're
Pumbas.
rabid.
It's little Pumbas.
Some shit's got rabies, nigga.
So
They're ugly as hell.
Oh shit! Speaking of things that are
They
rabid and
chase
ugly as
you.
hell, Wendy Williams showed the other day.
Oh
no,
shit!
No, you're not gonna disrespect Auntie Wendy.
Yeah, we
Nah, I
are.
got
Auntie
to-
Wendy
Go
spills
off.
the tea.
'cause if
And
she-
I got
don't
to
say
disrespect it
something
because of what she did. I didn't like it.
She
She
do a lot of shit I don't like, so go ahead.
this motherfucker. Did y'all see she referred to Nick Cannon's child in front of Nick Cannon as a oops baby?
Oh
She do
shit!
disrespectful shit like
So Nick Cannon is on the show, giving kind of context, and Nick Cannon's talking about Christmas, and he's like, "Yeah, I got to go around," and she's still kind of taking digs, and Nick is being clean about it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm." He's like, He's like, you know, I'm Santa Claus or whatever. I got to go from here. And he said, he even cleaned it up. He was like, I do a toy drive in Haiti that I've done for the past couple years. So I'm going to do that on the 23rd and I'm going to fly out. And she's like, yeah, because you have to go to all the houses, right? You have to go to Aspen. You have to go to Mariah's house. And then he's like, yes, of course. And then she's like, you have to go see the Oops Baby. And she was like, oh, he was like, oh, the Oops Baby. Wow. Like,
she's disrespectful.
Why would you say that on TV?
Because she stayed
Oh my God.
disrespecting
Why do people fuck with
A
Wendy Williams?
baby?
Not even on no just
Baby.
bullshit
A
bitches.
baby.
Like,
She don't care. Wendy disrespectful.
yeah, why do niggas fuck
and
with
then
Wendy
got on there
Williams?
about to cry when somebody was talking about her husband cheating. Girl, you
Shit.
sit on this show every
She
day and
stay
talk
ready.
shit about
She stay
everybody somebody in a relationship.
But that's a baby, like Wendy. No, she's not a baby now. That's not.
Nobody's
okay.
answered my question. Why do people fuck or watch Wendy Williams? I don't understand.
People like
That's
messy.
people like messy.
People like messy.
Yeah.
That's why that don't even seem. That just
Believe
seem
it or
like
not,
she's
it's a whole demographic of aunties that are Wendy Williams, that have Wendy Williams opinions.
running off men their whole life.
I ain't gonna hold you up. Like it's a whole demographic of aunties and
Yeah, I feel
mamas.
like there's really no
grannies
positivity
and
that comes
cousins.
from her show. It's really just it's pretty much the TV. In my opinion, Shade Room. Like it's just like.
She sound worse than that.
Well, she sounds worse. She's
Shade
much,
Room
she's
just
much
look.
ruder.
Shade Room
than
seem like
Shade
they
Room.
just be posting shit and they let the fans.
Yeah,
people
Shade
in
Room
there
is
just go
Shade
wild.
Room a little indifferent.
Well, I feel
Wendy
like,
comes.
I feel.
Yeah.
Well, no, I feel like Wendy. I feel like Wendy is like the. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like Wendy is like the Shade Room plus the comments. You feel me? Like she's.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, exactly. She gives you the
She's the
commentary
comment
too.
section of
Like
the
the Shade
Shade
Room
Room.
give it to you and let you do what you do. Like
She
unless you
is-
deserve to be dragged, the Shade Room drag you.
Yes.
Like Wendy,
She's
like Wendy
professional.
come for you. Like
A
Wendy come for
professional
you for no reason. Like you
at
be
all.
way across the street and Wendy like come hit you upside, like throw something at you or something. Like you be like, bitch, you came on my street to throw something at me? Like
Literally goes out of her way.
yeah, like
Yeah.
her history is shit. Like it's just she
Awful.
just yeah.
That's whack, nigga.
A professional Shade Room commentator is what she is.
Yeah, just a very bad one. Like she the one that's sneaking at her desk on her cell phone to comment on Shade Room shit. Like you gonna lose your job to comment.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
God, please make Wendy Williams stop saying disrespectful shit. God, please show her who her friends is. God.
Everybody. She talked shit about Meghan Markle.
Yeah, like
How you gonna talk shit about the black princess? We all fucking with Meghan right now. Why you the only bitch talking shit? Cause you evil.
Wow, that makes you think. That makes you think Wendy wild unhappy in life.
She got to be.
Like she really not pleased at home. Like if you got to do that shit all the time, you really fucked up out here.
There's
Shit.
one thing
I
to spill
believe it.
tea, but like that was.
yeah,
Hit
that
him in the jaw.
all right, but yeah, Wendy a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't think she a piece of shit. I think Wendy lives a very
I think Wendy's unhappy.
yeah. I think she
I
lives a
think
very
she-
sad life.
Yeah, I think like, but
I haven't heard very good things about her husband.
Man, she's just really like she's wild.
He doesn't seem like a nice gentleman. Heard a lot
Wild
of people call him
unhappy.
fake ass Suge Knight.
Oh shit. Oh.
But anybody put that energy on anybody, not
God.
the best type of person.
Dead ass.
Yeah. But anyway, we like an hour and whatever in.
That's fire.
Sipping this Arnold Palmer.
Is I mean, I don't like. I feel
That's why
like.
I'm smacking like a choir director.
Oh shit.
I tried to drink it. I just kept.
Go off.
Trying to-
sis.
Yeah,
Go
right.
off.
Talk about it.
Smacking like a choir director.
I mean, you know, since in the theme of just going off, are we okay with are we okay with
Onika?
Nicki Minaj like Onika assembling like the
Onika.
sex offender
That's what
justice
it
league?
is. It's Onika.
Like, is that okay? Is that okay? Like,
Shorty said, I want to do a prison tour. Barb's, is y'all with me?
Is y'all down? Like it's a field trip.
yo,
Let's all jump in the
so-
Mercedes van and head over to Rikers Island for a good time. Like, what are you talking about, girl?
I just don't know why she coddles him so. Like even with 6ix9ine, like out of all the people, like out of all the young men out rapping right now that you could have done a song with, that you could have became best friends with, like I don't understand how she doesn't understand what.
she's trying
It
to be the new
looks
Ray J.
like-
She want to know niggas that like niggas that'll rape that nigga. And over and stick it in his boot.
Like it's going on anymore.
That's it.
Yeah, man. That's been just a dope ass podcast this week.
I'm been pretty good at that. Week in and week out, drop that one wild statement. 'Cause
Yeah, man. We like an hour and something.
Nicki out here,
too,
Rape City,
man.
baby.
Nah, I just think Nicki not making good decisions. In terms of that, and I know like love is a thing, it's different. Like yo, I feel like dude did stretches while you was famous. Like you kept up with him. Like you was on tour in
You went
Europe
out of
and
your
like
way to keep in
New Zealand
contact.
and shit. Like you was the #1 selling artist in the world. Like
Nicki
writing a
never,
nigga
like-
letters.
Nicki never left where she was from in the worst way though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like,
Word,
she's like
word.
she's still
You
Onika
were-
from Was it Queens?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still like no matter what, she's still that person, and she's still
No, like
wants
we
that
talked
type
about it
of
on this
people.
podcast before. Like I didn't, like I said, I never left shit in college. She didn't leave shit in Queens. She took
Yeah,
everything from
she
Queens
brought all
with
that
her
with her.
all the way to
Yeah.
like number
I
one.
can't imagine being
Yeah.
a multi-millionaire, the most successful female rap
Mm-hmm.
artist, and being a nigga in jail pen pal.
Like when you say, oh my God,
Like,
there's
what are
billions
you
of people.
doing?
There's billions of people on Earth.
Like you sitting
Like,
there
she
telling the
got
record label,
access
did
to
y'all
that.
set up the photo shoots? Do y'all got the album and the promotion ready? Did anybody put money on Marvin books? Did anybody put money on Marvin's books? Somebody cash app him Barbs. Cash app him Barbs.
Not the
Shit.
barbs. Not the barbs.
Yeah.
Let me talk to Roman and ask Roman, did he give him money? Like the bitch, what? Like,
All of that is some real
It's
like.
just crazy to me.
and the uncomfortable part was like that was yeah,
Roman
like
was a real just.
Yeah, even to make that person your alter
Yeah,
ego,
it's a
like,
lot,
oh,
man.
jeez.
Tapped into something
Yeah,
else.
because even like when you now that like all this recent behavior, when you track that back to the person, that's who you
Roman
really
Polanski
troll.
is who,
It's
yeah.
like out of all the people, like why?
Yeah, I think she. Ugh, it's just.
It's not
Okay.
favoring her
I am going
Oh.
to
in a positive
I'ma
light.
live in all this
Yeah.
trauma, baby. I'm gonna live it.
And she just loves to keep saying like nobody is perfect, everybody has a past, and I'm like, but you keep picking people with the same past.
In real
That's the
time.
problem. Like,
Oh no.
I mean, without a doubt, we could all look at Nikki and tell she was this like the 15-year-old chick in the 27-year-old drug dealer's Beamer. And
Yeah,
okay,
no, like
so,
yeah, like it's just that's what I'm saying. I'm not
yeah.
even like. I mean, I said started off as a joke, but like I do really think that like you just said, like there's some traumatizing experience that like just keeps bringing you back to this type of individual,
without a doubt.
and like finding ways to probably justify it in your mind, and like it's just a lot. Like 6ix9ine shit, her brother shit, fucking this nigga here, like it's a lot. In the meantime, though, Shade Room.
And even his shit is like he was 15, she
Yo.
was 16. It was statutory. Statutory rape is just your parents walked in and don't want.
This the beef I want right now. I'm sorry.
All right, real quick.
Apparently, this shit said 11 hours ago, but this news to me. I want now Bone Thugs and Harmony and Migos got beef. Bone Thugs and Harmony is mad.
All right, y'all. Y'all follow on Snapchat.
Lazy Bones set it on fire. About I'm not listening to this video. I don't care about that. But it's just like is mad at Migos for being like the best rap or biggest Migos, the biggest rap group ever. These little niggas got the rap game fucked up. I accept that challenge. Nah, homies, y'all niggas, little niggas compared to Bone Thugs and Harmony. And he added all of them. He added the Migos, Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff.
Well, who's
Bruh,
that?
with everything Offset going on right now, you think we give a fuck about Lazy Bone?
the distress.
You think we give a fuck about Lazy Bone right now with everything?
Lazy Bone came through and wanted y'all to gave y'all that smoke,
Offset
bro.
is in the fetal position right now, looking at pictures of Cardi. He don't
On-
give a
Look,
fuck
man,
about
y'all
what
gonna
you
respect.
talking about.
It's Lazy Bone out here, best rap group, and motherfucking Jay Holiday after he get done parking them cars
Okay,
gonna tell y'all he
but-
can't get his R&B, baby.
but-
okay, putting all
but-
you
Not in the Gucci jacket, baby.
Gucci jacket. Baby.
I'm not valeting the Gucci
It's
jacket,
so
baby. I'm
many
sorry.
quotables in the last like week.
They're ending this year with
Oh
a bang.
my god,
Bro, this
Celebrities
year-
Not
are
in this Gucci
celebrities
jacket.
are ending
On
this year with a
Donda.
bang.
Oh, Donda.
Donda.
Not in this Gucci jacket on Donda.
Holy
They
shit.
did.
They was like, you want some drama, bitch?
Niggas thought shit
Who,
was.
yo, social media was a mistake. These niggas just making videos and shit.
Thank
Where are
you.
your families?
Thank you,
Like,
next bitch. Thank you, next bitch.
Jesus.
Thank you, fucking next bitch.
Boosie out here on fucking Instagram.
No, I'm not
live,
doing that.
asking bitches
Nope.
to lick they tongue.
All right,
Lick
we
your
go.
lips.
Yep, that's the end of the
Lick your lips.
podcast. This is a dope ass podcast on IG.
Boosie
Just a dope ass podcast on
I told
Snapchat.
you when
Said
the
he don't want no
cocaine
pussy,
happened.
want-
When Boosie was... Boosie,
I ain't know about the cocaine, man.
I ain't know about the cocaine in the shower,
no
man.
place for no fucking human
Man,
being.
I walked in, that nigga's riding that nigga dick from the bike, man. He was grabbing his ankles and everything. He said, I won't go home.
supposed to have...
He said, I was calling lawyers trying to
They
get all
really-
kind of
they-
bonds
dog,
after
I was
that.
down there and go like, they really out there, really fuck you, dog.
Dog, them
Fuck
niggas
the shit
take
out you,
niggas take
dog.
their punks on their visits. These niggas take their punks on their visits.
But that
Take their
happened-
punks to go sit with their families.
But I'm saying, it just happened today. Boosie sat on live and watched a girl lick in between her gaps.
That-
And told her that he
She
liked her gap.
said, she said, I love your.
told-
She
he
said,
said-
I love. No, she said, I love your music. I
He
love
said,
your
I
gap.
love your gap. He literally
Boosie a
looked.
dirty nigga, bro. He said, go on. He said, don't go put your lips in there. I'ma edge it. I'ma edge it. I'ma follow you. I'ma edge it. Nigga, what? Boosie a weird. Boosie a wild nigga, bro.
You
Boosie.
said it right the first time. Boosie a weird nigga.
Yeah, weird is the right word.
He gave me that nice family. Like he made me that nice family track and then did this shit here today.
Hey man, that's the duality you've been asking for, right?
It is.
Well, I guess
She
I mean,
touched your
he
sister,
told us-
beat a fucking ass.
He told us to love our family. He also likes girls that lick their lips with gaps. So it's just, you know.
Yo,
That nigga say, I ain't know about the cocaine in the shower,
And I'm not
man.
like it wasn't. This wasn't.
I
like
ain't
a
know about the
playful-
cocaine in the
He
shower,
was
man.
Dead serious. Logged the fuck in. Boosie was like, "This for me, nigga." Like,
But I feel like Boosie told us about his self-esteem in that one song.
my Boosie,
Face
like
Down?
Boosie, real ass
He
nigga. Like,
literally said, I like to see another bad bitch eat Boosie. Boosie's told us about himself a couple times.
no, yeah, Boosie really like.
He likes things.
Honestly,
He likes
yeah, like honestly,
Hey, yo, I'm going. You're not gonna talk about Boosie like
We
a things
not,
on my
like-
podcast. I'm Michael
Okay.
Jordan. I play
Hey,
for the
look,
team I own.
look.
I'm gonna shut this shit down right there. That's the end of this podcast. She talking about just bringing up Boosie lyrics about Boosie wanting to get ate by. Follow on Snapchat.
support.
Wait, Boosie said he wanted a bad bitch to eat him?
I'm gone. We done.
That
All
was
right, y'all.
Like his booty hole?
We.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it was his
man.
booty
Oh,
hole.
yep.
Like,
That's the end of
why I
this
took it as,
podcast.
dude.